Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Did you miss me? I sure did miss you. I did not upload last week. Last week was Father's Day weekend and I was spending some time with the in-laws, and so I didn't make a video. But I'm back this week for another one. If you are new to my channel, my name is Trina, and this is a segment that I call How to Do This Thing Called Life. So I try to do weekly uploads of different things that I'm thinking about, or lessons I've learned along this journey, this life journey, or just things I come across when I'm reading a book or something. I'm like, okay, let me share my thoughts on this particular topic, whatever it is. So this is what happens here every week. In addition to a review, some reality shows and other things like that, but we'll talk about that later. So if you are new to the channel, please rate, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you are notified whenever I upload a video, okay? And if you are a returning viewer, thank you. I appreciate you coming back, because guess what? You don't have to. So I appreciate that you're here and you're sharing this time with me, and we are sharing together. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so this week's topic, I was listening to this album, and it's called Hope River. For those of you who are Jamaicans, you know, that should ring a bell. But it's the name of an album by Agent Sasco, formerly Assassin, or AKA Assassin. Really excellent album. If you haven't checked it out, please go check it out. And there's one song on there, his first song, called Energy River. And I was listening to that song. It's my jam. So from that, I had a thought, okay? Energy givers. Who in your life, or what in your life, is an energy giver? And you might be saying, Trina, what is an energy giver? Let me tell you. This is why I'm here to share. So for me, energy giver, like, it's anything, or could be a person, a place, a thing, whatever. But that's the thing that once you do it, or if you talk to this person, or if you go to this particular place, it just gives you like a, it's like you just get a shot of adrenaline. It's just, you just like it energizes you. It gives you like life. You know what I mean? Like that thing, like when you do it, you feel like, I can breathe again. I can, whatever problem you have, you feel like, yes, I can tackle that mountain. You're encouraged. You're pumped up. You're excited. You know, you're excited about life, and that's what I'm talking about. Energy giver. What is that for you? And so I'm pondering on this particular topic. I realized that for me, my energy giver, I love music and I love dancing. So when just recently I was down, and I was like, oh, what am I feeling? Why am I feeling this way? And so what I did was, okay, I'm like, one, I'm going to go write my journal about, you know, write this out, because it was just heavy on me. You know what I mean? So let me write this out. And then in the midst of writing, I'm like, okay, music. So I just put some music on, and then I started dancing in my living room. And I was dancing, and then I'll dance a little bit, and dance, and then I started writing, and then it just moved all that weight, that emotional weight that was on me. It just moved it. And I was just like, I was clear, and now I was back to Trina, you know? And I realized, this is something I also realized. And you know, this is why, like, self-awareness is so important. Like, really being, you have to be aware of yourself. You really, really have to. So, for those of you who don't know, I struggle with my weight. And I didn't realize that I was an emotional eater. Okay? And so a lot of times when I feel sad, or I feel, my therapist say when you're dysregulated, I guess that's a therapy fancy word. Sad, or if I'm angry, or just weighted down by something, my inclination is to put something in my mouth, go eat. Now I get to understand that the reason for that is that, you know, when you eat, you get that dopamine, and which is that pleasure hormone in your brain. It's released, and so once that released, you feel, oh, pleasure, 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 pleasure. However, you can see how detrimental that can be, right? Because when you're dysregulated, and when you go for, I enjoy for carrots. I ain't trying to go get no celery sticks, or, oh, let me go munch on some broccoli. No. We gonna go, carbs and sweets. Okay? Carbs and sweets. And you know what it's gonna do? It's just gonna pack on the weight, pack on the weight, pack on the weight. But I had to get to the place that I realized that. So, remember I was telling you before that I was feeling some kind of way, and instead of eating, I went and I wrote in my journal and I danced. So that shifted me from feeling weighty, and now I am like, I moved that emotional. But guess what? Journaling and dancing, I got my dopamine fix. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gave me that shut up that I needed to shake off that negative energy I was feeling. So so let's go back to what I was talking about. Energy givers. What are those things? It could be, what is it for you? It could be knitting, sewing, coloring, drawing, cooking. Some people love to cook, and because of the creative aspect of it, you know, when you come up with that creative, oh, a pinch of this and a little of that and a little bit of, but it gives you that dopamine that you need. You know, it gives you that boost. It picks you up out of that sadness or that funk, if you would call it that, so that now your outlook is brighter, you're happier, you're more enthusiastic. What is that for you? What is that for you? I think that if you don't know what it is, take some time to find out what that is. Because sometimes I feel like we get so busy, and we're at work and school and kids and husband and boyfriends and girlfriends, and we get so busy, and we're going, running. A lot of times we don't stop to take time for us. We don't take time to nurture ourselves, nurture that. I feel like, and this is just a nudge, I feel like everybody has that, like a spark, you know what I mean? And just like a flame needs oxygen in order to keep being a flame. Like, keep, you know, and the more oxygen it gets, the bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it shines, you know, brighter and brighter and brighter. So However, if you put a flame in some place that is void of oxygen, it immediately, if it's like, if you put it in a place and the oxygen is cut off like totally 100%, the flame just boom dies. Or if you just slowly take the oxygen away, so the flame gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller till eventually it dies. I think as human beings, if we don't find those things that I call the energy givers, whether it's like meditation or praying, or if it, like going to church, whatever it is, you have to have that. Because I feel if we don't, and we don't take time, and we don't stop to pay attention to that, just like the flame, it either goes out and then we crash, and then next thing you know, the doctor is telling you, oh, you're depressed, oh, you need some medication. Or you go through like just a period of just melancholy, you're just drifting, and you're functioning, like you're going to work, you're doing this, but it's just, you're done. It's like you're done. I don't know if you've ever gotten to that point where I think they call it burnout. You're just done. You have nothing to give. There's nothing. There's no give to give. You can't even pay. Someone can't even pay you to care about giving. Like nothing. Like you're just like, I'm done. I'm so done. I'm so done. I don't even know how much more done I can be. And so it will cause us to crash and just want to be by ourselves, away from people, away from, like, we need that positive, those things that, whether it's spending time with family or spending time with your friends, we have to take time for that, so that our flame, our spirit is like, keeps just being brighter and it glow, and we glow, and we're nice people to be around. Because the dimmer you get, the dimmer your flame gets, you're not so nice to be around. No. Sad, angry, depressed, easily irritable, doom and gloom, everything is just bad. There's no goodness anywhere to be found, in nothing. And that's, to me, it's not a very good place to be. Not a very good place to be at all. So it's important that we find those things. If you know what it is, spend more time doing it. If you don't know what it is, go exploring. Explore. Get to know yourself a little bit, so you can figure out, what are my energy giving sources? What gives me that? Oh, I love dancing. Dancing is one of those things. So you know what Trina did? For my exercise, so I'm getting like a twofer. I'm getting a twofer. My exercise routine, I do 2 to 3 times a week. It's Afro beats. So I go to my Afro beats class, and I get my dance in, and I get my shot of dopamine. And it's my stress reliever. It's my zhush. Okay? It gets me right as rain. I love listening to music. I'm going down the street. Trust me, my car is thumping. In my house, my music is blasting. I don't know if my neighbors, they're probably tired of me, but... And I love having conversation. I just love having deep, thoughtful, interesting conversations with others. Like, I just went out on a dinner date with a friend of mine, and our conversation was so good. Like, stuff like that. Oh, my brother and I, we have debates, like, all ways you can take it. We talk about everything. Philosophy, religion, history, all type of things. And his views are different from mine, and we go back and forth, and I love it. I love doing this, talking to you. on YouTube. You know, having you comment, by the way. Get down in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. So I don't know. What do you think about it? Energy givers. And just as they're energy givers, there are what I called energy vampires. Please be aware. Run. Run, run, run. If you have some vampires in your midst that suck your life, block, delete, no more communication. But that's just me. Modify. And sometimes it doesn't have to be people. It could be your job. Like, I work in child welfare. I see the worst of the worst when it comes to kids being abused and neglected. That is not for everybody. Some people, they can't do that. That job is not for them because it sucks the life out of them. Seeing a child be, abused and neglected is just... It could be a job. If that's the job you're in, and that it just drains you and takes everything from you that you have, you might need to find a new job. You might find a job that gives you that. It's hard. Like, my job is hard. It's difficult, but I love going to work. Because I see that where I make a difference. I love it. It could be anything. You could work in the healthcare field, and just doing that, it just wears you down. And you're just dragging, and by the time you get home, you don't want to see nobody, you don't want to see nothing. Like, it just, you know what I'm saying? It just puts you in a deep funk, and you have to do a lot just to get going again. Or it could be people. There are toxic people out there, man, that you get in a conversation with them, and by the time you were done with that conversation, it could be a 5-minute conversation. You just feel like, this is what my therapists say, like they just come and vomited all over you. They vomit. And by the time you're done with the conversation, their stress, their worries, their fears, their sadness, their everything is just like, it just stick to you like, ugh. And it's not just one time. This is a regular, all the time, every day kind of thing. Cut it. I need to cut it. That ain't for you. You can't handle that. No. So, energy vampires, please. I mean, find some way, or find something else. Like, find some way to get that stuff off of you. Go to your energy giving sources so you can get that stuff off of you. It's important. It's so important. So, my question to you, where or who your energy giving, what is it? What is for you? Put it down in the comment. Put it down in the comment what that is for you. It's important to have it. And if you don't have it, find some. Again, it was great hanging out with you, okay? If you're new, welcome. If you are returning, thank you. Please rate, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a video. Also, please share. I would love more subscribers. Thank you for all 35 of you that subscribed to my channel. I appreciate it because you didn't have to. So, again, till next time, peace out, y'all.